Hi, morning. It's 10 o'clock on Friday. We're here. While I wait for Facebook to tell you that I've now gone live, I shall bring me up on my iPad. So the iPad's going to go flat, I think, during the process. So I may not be able to see comments for the whole session, but we'll give it a go. See how it goes. There's nowhere to charge it in here, so I've got a cable, but nothing to connect it to. Oh, there's a plug somewhere, but it won't reach. It's in a plug. Let's see if I can get it to charge while I'm chatting. Found cable. Found a plug. Can't find plug socket. Don't know where the plug socket is. Not sure the plug socket's close enough. The nearest one's buried. Really buried. And it wouldn't reach. We'll just have to see how it goes. I don't think I'm going to be able to plug it in. It was worth a try. Right. Let me tidy that up, otherwise I won't be able to find it when I want it. Okay, well, so much for that plan. If I lose comments, I'll have to come back and answer them later, which is a bit of a shame. So let's get on. So Friday today, so the new catalogue went live yesterday. Are you loving it? Are you loving it? Is your wish list huge like mine? My wish list is so big. Right. So I did put in a cheeky order yesterday morning for all the things I couldn't possibly live without for as long as possible. Haven't had a shipping notice on it yet, which is a shame. Some of them got out really early. Happy launch day. Yay! Technically that was yesterday, but we'll do it today. Hello! Yes, I have my launch party this evening, which I'm super looking forward to. I have been so unorganised for it. So unorganised. I don't know what's happened this year. So unorganised for my launch party. So I have been getting there though. Yesterday, today, getting there. Hi Jen. A few people popping on now. The problem with the iPad is when it's doing this, I can't actually see what the battery's like either. So it'll just go black at some point. Yes, launch party. Yeah. Couldn't even make any decisions, so I've been then madly rushing around. So my goodie bags, all the stuff in my goodie bags is now ready. I've still got to make cake. I did like the idea we had last week. I was supposed to be working from home, but I'm taking a cheeky break. It's 10 o'clock. That's tea and biscuit time in anybody's book. Oh, no, not for you though. Nice glass of water. I'm not sure. Can you even have that? I don't know if you can. I'm telling on you, Myra. Oh, Jen, you wouldn't. Baz put in a cheeky order yesterday, I know, but Jen put in a cheeky order for her favourite item too. We're going to be going through the catalogue in a moment and looking at my favourite items. And if I can see your comments for long enough, we'll be discussing your favourite items as well. So, no. So we'll be having a browse through and seeing what we like, what we don't like. Hi, Susan. Hello, Susan's still up. Yay. Oh, dear. So this new catalogue, do you know what? This new catalogue's got everybody really excited this year. Everybody is saying it's the best catalogue we've ever had. I'm sure we say that every year. It could possibly be true. I'm certainly loving a lot of things in it. Some of them have taken a little time to grow on me. Some of them I'm never going to like. But I like enough. It's not a problem. I like enough. So yeah, we're going to have a mooch through the catalogue. So I liked Jen's idea of having a PIMS theme. So did you order the planner? I did indeed order the planner. Yes, I did. It wasn't the only thing I ordered, but it was on there. I can't wait to see it in the flesh because I haven't seen it either. So I want to see it and I want to have a little play. And I have a few ideas for it as well. So I'm quite keen. You want to see it too? Right then, in that case then, I think what we'll do is... Hi, Carly! I think that when I get it, maybe I should do a Facebook Live and we can have a look at it. Okay, I know that's still not in the flesh, but it's as close as in the flesh as you're going to get. unless you order your own. Might have to come round and see it, yeah. And I still haven't phoned you. I'm so sorry, Baz. I've just remembered I still haven't phoned you. And it's next Friday, isn't it? I'm working on it, okay? But I'm working on a lot of stuff. Oh man, this is the problem with everything coming for this 1st of June date, and the kids are on half term, and it's kind of, so I'm just fitting things in. Paul's on holiday as well, so I'm just fitting things in around this mum type calls every few seconds, or as it was at 6:45 this morning. Mum, go away, I'm sleeping. Yes, bit early. So they're normally quite good, and actually they don't disturb us at all. But this morning, Mum, can we have such and such? Oh, go away! Can't you see I'm asleep? Won't be here next Friday. I'll call you after this FB Live. I'm not sure I've got time this morning, Baz. I'm so under the wire. I'm so under the wire, but I'll see what I can do. So yes, launch today. We're definitely going with the Pimm's theme. So a large bottle of Pimm's was collected from Sainsbury's first thing this morning. And then I found a recipe for Pimm's cupcakes as well. I was like, ooh. So we're going to make those too. So not sure I'm going to fit that in somewhere, but fortunately the kids are now gone. This is why it's quiet in my house. Listen. That is the sound of silence. It's lovely. They are not here. Paul drove off not 15 minutes hence from now and took them to Grandad's house. So, and he'll be gone a little while because it's about a 40-minute drive to Grandad's house. So I've got about 2 hours, I reckon, before he comes back. I've got about 2 hours. The kids are staying at Grandad's now till Sunday. Oh, hi, Kim. Hello. Staying at Grandad's till Sunday. So that means I can rope Paul in to help with my lunch this evening, and I haven't got to worry about feeding hordes. I'm not even going to feed Paul. He's going to have to fend for himself. So he's a big boy. He can manage. I went to Sainsbury's this morning. The fridge is full, so he can't complain. Failing that, he'll have to have Pimm's cupcakes, won't he, at the launch? So yes, Pimm's cupcakes. Looking forward to those. They sound a bit tasty. So strawberries came, mint came, all the other things. I had to look up what went in Pimm's because I don't really drink. So I had to do a little Pinterest search, a little Pinterest research on Pimm's, which is where I found the Pimm's cupcakes, of course, as well. So it's like, yummy. So the food is done. All the stuff for the goodie bags is done. The makes and takes are done for tonight. I'm also having a little bit of a prize patrol, so that's all ready as well. My display isn't as full as I would like. I like a good sized display, but I was limited to one. Oh, and it's gone. Oh no, low battery. Okay, all right. I thought it had gone then. I could have helped. I can't bake, but I can operate the big shot and the trimmer. That's very kind of you, Baz. But you've got your own kids to look after. There's not much. It was all just little things, and then with the launch of my Scent with Love. So lots of stuff has been computer time as well. So blog posts and newsletters, and some of it obviously we couldn't do till yesterday when the catalogue went live. So there's a whole last minute kind of do it now, live catalogue, woo. I always itch when I come on Facebook Live. So lots of it was last minute, and then obviously I've been working hard on my Scent with Love kits as well, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Mary's remembered and joined in time. Well done. Hi, Mary. Before that though, but before the kits, where were we before that? The launch, my display. Based on what we had on pre-order and what I purchased off pre-order, my display isn't quite as full as I liked. Hence the cheeky order I put in yesterday. It wasn't going to come in time for today, but there were some things I wanted. One, to finish my Scent with Love kits, to finish the online class that goes with that, because some of the things that are in the kit weren't on the pre-order. And even then I managed to forget one of them. So I'm going to have to order that when I do the order tonight after the launch party. So my launch party is a buy one, get one free. So I'm giving away all my retired stuff for free with purchases from the new catalogue. There is so much of it. I think I might do an online version as well at some point in July. Oh, that's gone to sleep. That's never gone to sleep before. Oh, it stopped playing. Oh, it's not good. I'm fine while I can see you this way because the screen, I can see all your comments here. But when I flip you for us to look at the catalogue, I won't be able to see unless I stand up. But then if I stand up, I'll get backache, in all honesty, because my desk's not at the right height for me because I'm not very tall. And when I'm stood up, it's too low. I go... Sorry about that. Right. Oh, that caught me off guard as well. So my display isn't as full as I'd like, but we're still going to have a fab time and all that retired stuff. And yes, I think I'm going to have an online retired sale as well. Oh, thank you, Baz. A virtual bless you. Thank you very much. Because it's just, I add to it every year of retired stuff and I never give away as much as retired. So I never eat into the pile. It just keeps on growing. So I think an online version of a buy one, get one free may be called for, but I shall have to get organised on how to do that, I think. So shall we start taking a look at the catalogue? Let me grab a copy. I have a bit of a pile over here. The pile is nowhere near as big as it was because I've sent lots of copies out in my lovely spotty, oh, what's going on? Right, in my lovely spotty mailing bags. So let's do the flip. Right, get ready. No, that wasn't the right one. There you see the wall. In a minute you don't. Now you see it, now you don't. Right, oh goodness me, everything went then. That was interesting. There we go. Round, 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 round. Down, 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 down. Tighten that. Twiddle this. Turn that, just for the sake of it. Right, there we go. Still a bit squiffy, but always is, isn't it? Always end up squiffy. The crucial, there, put your teeth back in. The crucial bit is, can you see the catalogue? Yeah, we can. So, oh, that's odd. On my iPad, it's upside down. Oh, we had it upside down. That's okay. That confused the hell out of me. That's for sure. Why is it up? What have I done wrong? It's upside down. I just put it on the desk upside down. That's funny. Right then. Oh, we can see it really well. Right, let's get stuck in. Let's get stuck in. I know you've all seen it before. Right, shout if you see something you like. It won't help because everything's on delay. So by the time you shouted, we'll have moved on a few pages. But I always love to see Shelley's family at the beginning, actually. I always like that because it's there every year. You can see how much they've grown up. Or like where these ones have had a new little baby. Or this one, there's a picture because we think he's gone on either like as a mission. We think he's gone on a mission, so there's a picture. But I love to see them growing up. I think it's cool. So I always like that bit. I always take a moment. And I always take a moment to read what Shelley's written. I always like to read that as well. I like what she said. And she talks about the first time she ever stamped and how much it excited her. And I think that's great. And I can still remember the first card I made. I don't have it anymore. It wasn't a stamped card. I think I had some postcards from IKEA. And I cut them up and then raised them on like a card base using like dimensional type foam sticky dots at the time. And that was my first card. And I was just like, wow. And that was it. It was hooked. Absolutely hooked. Carly says she likes to look at that bit too. Yes. Right then. And there's some really great useful stuff in here. So this is a great sort of step it up idea. So start with the basics, add a few bits, top it off with some extras. Okay. And I love that. And I'm thinking we should have a bit of a step it up series on the blog. I think that would be really good fun. Then it talks about the different stamp types. Now, I'm sure most of you are familiar with them, but if you are new to them, it tells you about the different types of stamps, how to clean them, what they're ideal for. Does it tell you how to clean them? It might do a bit. What blocks you need, things like that. So I love that. Also, it's actually, you have to go through it several times to get everything out of it because there is so much in there. Okay, and then always the statement of the heart: to love what we do, share what we love as we help others, enjoy creativity and worthwhile accomplishments. In this we make a difference. And I think that's a beautiful statement, and I love the fact that they put it in every time. Okay, and it talks about gathering with friends, and that's what we do here, even on Facebook Live. We're gathering with friends from all over the world, and I love the fact that you're all from all over the world. And sharing and chatting and making friends, even though we might never meet. And I love that. And that's what Stampin' Up is about. Absolutely. So, okay, there's a fabby bit here if you're new to the catalogue, or perhaps if you're a little bit more experienced. And then we move into the kits. Okay, this kit, the soft saying kit, was part of the pre-order, and I've certainly seen quite a few things. Hello, Lisa. Hello. Oh, have you joined us before? Maybe you did. I can't remember. You're very welcome. Hello. We're going through the catalogue. Right then, so this is on pre-order, so I know you've seen lots of photographs of this, so let's look. Okay, so one of the things I'm going to be doing on my blog and in my newsletter, and it comes out, the newsletter comes out tonight, the blog post will be tomorrow, and it'll recap this video, is I have done some printables or some things you can pin and what have you, and it's got like my top, it's not my top 10, I think it's my top 9 actually, but it's my top list of things, and my top kit is definitely the planner. Okay, Stampin' Up, I've never done anything like it ever before. So it's completely new. Planners have been around. Who doesn't love to get organised? And I know some people who've got lots of planners. They run more than one at once. I'm not organised enough to run a planner. I'm hoping that's going to change when my new planner arrives. So I'm not very organised. I love the idea of being organised. I'm just not very good at it. So let's see if this changes it, but it's just so pretty. I love the colours. So we've got coral, emerald, lemon lime, pool party, real red. The thing itself is actually navy. It's so pretty. Right, so love that. Okay, and I'm hoping to either have some sort of tutorial that's going to go with it, if you can call it a tutorial, to learn how to use a planner, but some ideas for using your planner, maybe some printables that could go with it. I need the planner to come though before I can do any of that. So, but when I do, watch out. What I do, watch out world. Right, yes, so that's my top kit. Okay, we have the Happy Day kit from before, and then we move into the stamp sets. Eastern Palace Suite, we're all familiar with that. We've had it for a month, so let's move on. Whole pages of new stuff. The new bike ride with matching thinlits. Love it. Love it. Look, I'm just stroking the pages. Look. Okay. Climbing Orchid, another new one with dies. I like the samples they've shown. I'm struggling to see what else I can do with it. I like something where I can do more with it. So I love it. I think it looks beautiful, and I can't wait to see what other people do with it. It's not on my list at the moment personally, but tell me if it's on yours and what you're going to use it for. I'd love to hear. So another fab one if you're a gardener, although I love the little red trailer. I think those are more an American thing, although I did have a couple of friends as a child who had the red trailer. Pretty. Pretty. Fabulous new sentiment sets. What I personally look for in a sentiment set is, Jen says the bike ride is my favourite. Carly loves the flowers. What, the orchid flowers? Those ones? Tell us why, Carly. Tell us why. I don't not love them, but tell us why you love them. Okay, what I look for in a good sentiment set is fonts. I look for the fonts. I look for an assortment of things that I can use it for. So this is a great one because you've got congratulations, happy birthday, you've got baby, you've got bride, couple/wedding for my friend. So this is a really good one because this actually covers all your basic occasions. So I'm really liking that. Carly says yes to the orchids. She likes the orchids. Okay, and then in here you have these great boxes. Look at these. You can make it Each one comes with a fabulous colour combination. This is a particularly pretty one. You've got Old Olive, Berry Burst and Crushed Curry. Beautiful. And then all the things you need to make this card. So if you were looking at joining Stampin' Up, say for a starter kit, something like that, these would be a fabulous place to look, because I reckon you've got the equivalent of a good portion of starter kit right there. With this stamp set, this is a fabulous stamp set for a starter kit, because you've got outline flowers, you've got solid flowers, you've got some lovely but versatile sentiments. You've got this little border. There are so many things you could do with this. You could heat emboss this. You could colour this in. You could stamp this along a little row along the border. Really versatile set. So if you were new to stamping, or if you were thinking what you might put in a business space starter kit, this whole page you could not go wrong on at all. But I love these boxes. These are great. So watch out with those. We've got a couple of stamp sets that we've already had before, but then we come to the new Label Me Pretty. This comes with a new punch that cuts this out. That is yummy. Lisa's off. It's 4:20 a.m. I couldn't be awake. Gotta go to sleep. Well, I'm not surprised, my dear. Thank you very much for stopping in at that time of the morning. Wow, I wouldn't be awake at that time of the morning. Enjoy the rest of your sleep, Lisa. We'll see you soon. So yes, punch, that's what I was saying, punch those out. Again, thank you, happy birthday. Baked goodies, so that's good for like teachers' gifts, things like that, prezzies. A couple more that we've had before. Jar of Love. If you like Jar of Love, there's a fabulous new stamp set later on. Now, my top suite is this one. Okay, I love it. I'm not sure why I love it. I don't drink coffee. Believe it or not, I don't like coffee. I don't even like the smell of coffee, okay? But I love this. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's, I'm not sure if it's the colours. I love the papers are lovely, and the patterns that you've got. Even if you don't drink coffee, I can produce a tea stain ring along with the rest of you. Okay, this dotty one here, the leaves, the wood grain one, even the little coffee beans. That pale blue herringbone looks yummy. Okay, so I love all of those. This ribbon, that looks really nice and soft and tieable. Corrugated elements. I like bright colours, but I like the muted of this, okay? This will be coming up as one of my Sent With Love kits and classes in a couple of months' time, absolutely. But, so this is my top suite of the catalogue. I love this one. I love lots of sweets, but I've chosen this one as my top suite. So, yeah, oh yeah, okay. What about chocolate? Are you a chocolate fan? Can we do a coffee card in class one month? Absolutely, Jen, we will do. Absolutely. Look at those. Make up little boxes of chocolates. That's cute. I think some people are going to do some fun stuff with that. And who doesn't like chocolate? And coffee and chocolate. Can't go wrong. Don't drink tea for me, but you get the idea. Right then. Another one of these You Can Make It boxes. Another gorgeous combination. One I've used already. Fabulous. And again, a really nice versatile stamp set. Graduation, people going off on gap years, perhaps going to university. Congratulations, you go far. If you took that out, that would be perfect for like people going off on honeymoon who've just got married, and you could pop like a congratulations, and it could be, you know, they've got married or whatever. So that's a fun one. Retirement, all kinds of things on that one. Humara says the chocolate one's on her list, or she likes the chocolate one. A few more manly ones that we've had before. Okay, I'm going to spin a few pages quite quickly. I'm going to be honest and say this is not my cup of tea here, I'm afraid. I do like to look at the samples, and a great one is there's no reason why you couldn't take a great layout and then but just change the stamp set. So 100% look at all the samples because they're gorgeous. But these particular stamp sets are not my style. Okay. The Pick a Pattern Suite. Now I do love this. I didn't choose it as my top suite. I went for the coffee one, but I do love this one, absolutely. And that's why this one is my Sent with Love card kit for June, or craft kit for June. So in the kit, you get one sheet of the DSPs, one of each. Sorry, you get 6 sheets of DSP, one of each of the different patterns on the basis that they're double-sided, okay? You get half a packet of the clips. You get half a packet, or half a roll each of the black ribbon, the curry ribbon, and the New Flirty Flamingo ribbon. You get cardstock that coordinates with the colours, not just these colours, although these are in there. You'll also get crushed curry, black and white in there. And you'll get a couple of rolls of the washi tape as well. Along with that, you get my online class, okay? I haven't shared the online class as it is yet because some of these items weren't on the pre-order. The paper and the stamp set were on the pre-order, and the black crushed curry, the black twine was already available, but the clips are new. These 2 colours of twine are new, and the washi tape is new. And therefore, whilst I've designed the core of the online class, I know exactly what it is, I haven't been able to complete the designs in terms of like the detail and things like that until I get these items. So these were on my list first thing yesterday morning, and are hopefully going to be winging their way to me very soon. I've already designed a few cards, and we're actually making a card with this at my launch party this evening, using a little bit of paper and the stamp set. The class is, oh, I love it. I really, really love it. It's going to have a variety, so there'll be cards, there'll be projects for beginners, if you're a little bit new, but then also more advanced ones as well. It's got kind of a end of term, back to school kind of feel to it, sort of stationery and school time, things like that. I hope you're going to love it. As soon as I have all these bits, I will finish the projects and I will take photographs, and then the online class will be available to purchase, and then I'll just need to do all the videos and stuff. But once I know what I'm doing, that won't take me very long. In the meantime, you can order your Sent with Love craft kit. So I'm not allowed to store things. I'm not allowed to hold stock. So orders for the kit are taken all the way through to the 20th of the month. Okay, at which point I will close the order book and then order all the supplies. It'll come here. I'll divide it up, I'll repackage it really beautifully, and then it'll be sent back out to you along with emailing you your online class. If you choose to upgrade with the stamp set, you'll also qualify for the Crafty Carrot, because this is our stamp set of the month. So even if you didn't get my Sent with Love craft kit, but you went for this stamp set, you'd earn Crafty Carrot this month. If you went for the kit and the stamp set, you'd get both. Oh, the battery's going even more on the old iPad. I'm going to pause it for a minute. Can I pause it? No, I can't. Oh dear. Right. And then also I'm using the envelope punch board. And if you decide to add that to your order as well, you're going to get another freebie. Okay. So, Sent with Love craft kits. Even if they're not for you, do me a big favour. Would you share my blog post, my Facebook post? Or share my blog post, or pin it, something like that. You'd be doing me a really big favour in getting the word out there about these kits, because the only way I can keep the kits and the online classes going is if I actually sell some of them. Okay, so even if this particular kit isn't for you, one of the future months might be for you, and you'd just be doing me a big favour as a friend just to share them. So thank you for that if you do that. Right then, on we go. Okay, another newbie here is tabs for everything. Unfortunately, this has been held up in customs by the looks of it. So here in the UK, it's not available to purchase just yet. Rumour has it we'll be able to get it around about the 12th of June. It's on my list along with the matching punch. It's going to be perfect to go with that new planner. So I can't wait to get this to put it with my planner. But it's also going to make fun cards and little bits and bobs in its own right. So that's totally on my list. But we are just having to wait a couple of weeks to get that one. Next up, another You Can Make It box. I'm loving the colour combinations they're using. There's one I'm going to try. Okay. These ones, again, not so much my style, mostly because I don't colour in, as we've discussed on more than one occasion. But they're going to appeal to somebody, and they're fun and they're quirky. Oh, look, it's called Quirky Quitters. Okay, so, and I do love the samples that they've done with them. Everybody's in love with the pigs. The pigs was a really popular thing at on stage from what I can make out. Again, they're not for me personally, but they're going to be popular. So you can expect to see a lot of samples out there with the pigs. Absolutely. A couple of oldies there. Oh, this is a new one. The ship in the bottle, or the things in the bottle. I think that's a really fun idea. I really do. And you get a little mermaid, a little boat. Okay. Men's cards, I'm thinking younger children's cards, girls and boys, you know, of a younger age. Carly loves the pigs. Carly loves the pigs. Well done, Carly. They're not for me, but lots of people do love them. But also Valentine's with the love. That's really good fun. I like that. But also, you could probably squeak some of these things from this stamp set into that bottle. And I bet there's other things from other stamp sets that you could put in that bottle as well. So I bet you could fill that bottle up with all sorts of things if you just look through and find smaller images that are going to go inside the bottle. So this has been also on pre-order. I personally didn't go for it. But again, it's another one that's going to be really popular with the door framelits, with the little welcome mat and all things. And all of these have framelits, and that's great. No fussy cutting. Look, loads of framelits to go with that. It's not on my list at the minute, but I can see it being really popular for Christmas as well. So that's one I could feel that my mind could be changed on, maybe. You can't beat having your mind changed. Another gorgeous suite. Look at the colour combinations in that. Isn't that beautiful and pretty? Yay. Right then. Here's the Lift Me Up. That's stuck with us for another year. And we've got this new beverage bar. This is kind of my maybe. I like all the bottles. And I think they could be used for other things. I can see some of these smaller ones. Maybe even with the fancy stoppers, even looking a bit like perfume bottles and things like that. I don't drink massively, so it's not something I generally tend to do. But then you've got the bar trolley, and I'm thinking there's loads of other things that you could put on the trolley. So it could have quite a lot of versatility to it. And you've got some fun sentiments in there. And I always like the ones that have "You're Invited," because we don't often get those. Next up is my stamp set. My top stamp set, and I love it. And it's actually this Textulator, and I think it's going to be, you're right, maybe one of those love it, hate it ones, perhaps. I don't think you're necessarily going to be on the shelf about it. You either love it or you hate it. Now my children are getting older, I need something that hits that mark. They're not old enough for women's grown-up cards. They don't want flowers on cards and things like that. But then they don't necessarily want little fairies and things on cards either. This really hits, excuse me, a major age range here. Anything from your tweenies up to, well, anybody, to be honest, because let's face it, I'm as glued to my mobile phone as the next person. There's some really funny ones in here as well. Obviously, they're not meant to offend anybody, but you've got, like, you know, crappiest of birthdays to you, and then no, I meant happiest, you know, sort of that typo, that autocorrect that your phone does, and you end up posting all sorts of random muck. That isn't what you tried to say, and it changes it whether you wanted it to already, you know. And just fun ones like that. Well, this is awkward. Okay, so some fun little sentiments in here. This is my top pick stamp set. I actually really love this, so this is going on my list later today. Okay, another one of these boxes, another fun colour combination, another sort of punny stamp set. It's on my maybe list, I have to admit. And I like the fact that it's all occasions. So you've got the Christmas tree in here, merry and bright. You know, I love you, Watts and Watts, thanks a Watt. Sorry you're feeling burnt out, or I think you're brilliant. So and you've got a sad face in there, you've got a heart in there. I think it's just fun. I think it's just fun. And with that colour combination, I think it's great. More new stuff. A lot of the new stuff up the front of the catalogue, I have to admit. Pocket Full of Sunshine. I really like the pocket. I quite like the sunglasses too. I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure what it's even meant to be, quite frankly. Is it meant to be money or folded up bit of paper, a receipt? I'm not really sure. Somebody tell me what that is, okay? Because I haven't quite worked that out, okay? But actually, I love the font combination. I love the little 3D one there. When I saw it and I hadn't seen that, I was already like, oh, 3D pocket. They've already done it. So, but yeah. Love it. Okay, World's Best Trophy, another great one. Lots of ones. If you like ones where you send cards and you like to name them, sister, cousin, father, mother, dad, mum, wife, uncle, aunt, husband, teacher, parent, mom, niece, grandpa, you've got the lot, a whole lot in there. So if you like to label your card with who it's to, ka-ching. Okay, big bold sentiments. I love being able to fill a whole card front with just a big sentiment. This one is beautiful, really gorgeous font, love it. Now I'm maybe going to incur the wrath of a few people or not, I'm not sure. I'm not fussed on it, okay? I know some people love it. For me, not so much. Okay, now as I understand it, the framelit dies not just coordinate with the stamp set, but I understand they also coordinate with the paper as well, maybe. Don't get me wrong, I love the display they've done there with the banner and the pinwheels, gift bags, cards. Beautiful setup there. Not for me. Too vintagey, colouring in. No, sorry. Not for me. Moving on. Well, this is awkward. Okay, couple of ones. This was carried over, I think, from the spring summer. I quite like this actually. This is one that might pass you by and you might miss. But let's face it, you've got a cake, you've got presents, so immediately you've got birthday, but you've also got wedding, and anywhere else where you might give a gift. So you could use the gifts at Christmas. Okay, you've got flowers, so Mother's Day, more birthdays, thank yous, just random whatever cards. Carly loves that set. What, that birthday one? Do you? Okay, Mary's going to pass on it though. Okay, this is a little cheeky one that you could easily miss, but actually I quite like it. I rather like the font. I think it's kind of fun. Okay, another one, another good combination. Okay, the stamp set's not for me, but hey ho. This is carryover. More carryover. This one I used in a card just this week when we did Kelly's blog hop. Which is, I'm glad it carried over actually. It's one of those ones I forget I've got it, and then occasionally when I want a good birthday stamp set, I go, oh, I've got that one. And I bang it out and everything's perfect. This is a fun one. Again, if you like punny sentiments, you know you always get that person who sends you a joke card. Okay, whether that you're going to find it funny or not, there's always somebody that sends you a joke card. If you like to send joke cards, or you know somebody who likes to receive joke cards, this is the one. Mary said she loved my blog hop card. Thank you very much. I'd find it, but I know I've already packed it for tonight into my box, so I can't fish it out. But thank you very much, Kelly. I was pleased with how it came out. So, new suite here again. Obviously, I'm in love with this thin knit die because you've already seen me use it several times already. If you're going for the thin knit die, I 100% recommend the adhesive sheets to go with it to help stick it down. These are new, these little gift bows. We've never had these before. This is fun. And then this card, we've had craft cards before with patterns on or foils on, but I'm loving the colours they've picked for this one. I can't wait to get my hands on it and see what it's like in the flesh. It's going to be great for gift boxes like they've used it here, and gift bags and what have you. So I'm really looking forward to getting that. Yay! Next one, icing on the cake. Not me, sorry. I actually find it a bit weird. I'm just going to move on actually. I'm not sure what to say about it. I don't want to offend anybody who loves it, but I'm kind of a bit, really? It feels dated to me. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. Okay, another one. This has got dies that go with it. Again, it's not really for me, although I do love this card that they've done down here. So I could see me ending up maybe purchasing the dies and then not bothering with the stamp set, because I like the little hat that they've done. You've got that one in there that does like a little shaker cardy thing or a tag. So I could see me being turned. Okay, let's put it that way. I could maybe be turned. So a couple of old carryovers, but another colour combination. That's actually the in colours there for this year. Again, some older ones. Here's another. Do you know what? All the suites are beautiful, actually. Here's another really pretty suite. Gorgeous designer series paper in here. Reminds me a little bit of one of the Project Life kits we had last year, maybe, with this pattern here. But lovely designer series paper. Absolutely lovely. Even if you don't like the stamp set, that paper is gorgeous. Absolutely. But I do like the stamp set, so that's okay. You've also got this really nice embossing folder that embosses the leaves. It's another one of those dynamic ones, so it embosses, really gives you a really good imprint. You obviously have to spritz your card before you use it so that it will give to the imprint, but it looks really pretty. And then we've got these big sort of bulldog type library clips as well. Can't wait to get those too. Don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I want them. That's the only other thing, is how many times do you go through this? I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I want it, okay? I don't necessarily need it, I want it. Okay, another new one there. Lots of new ones. Another new one here with the lemon zest. In my head, in the UK, we can't get our hands on this one at the moment either, or maybe just the punch. In my head, I'm thinking that, but maybe I've remembered it wrong. I've seen some fun. At first, I was like, nope, not for me at all. Okay, but some funny pun sentiments. I like the font combination, and I actually then saw a couple of cards where people had used like a lemony set from another company that made me go, oh, actually, I quite like that card. We've got a lemon stamp set coming, so I could be turned. Could be turned. Another colour combination, bit more manly. This one, like it. So, my top bundle of the catalogue is actually this one. And I'm really surprised they haven't made more of it than they have. The samples are beautiful. And if you like Jar of Love, you're going to love this. I like the fonts in the sentiments. And they're all in there. Happy birthday, wedding day, love, congratulations, a better friend, anniversary, lots of that, but then lots of gorgeous flowers. I like both of them, in fact I like all of them. Okay, and then you get a die that cuts this stem bundle for you. Okay, and even you can even got a stamp that then cuts a little wrap that you can stick over the top like they have done here, like to hold the bouquet, and then basically just fill it up with flowers. Just fill it up. Okay, that is actually my top bundle of the catalogue, and it isn't as everybody making a fuss of it as I expected them to, but that, I love it. That's gorgeous. Right then, the Flesh Floral Suites. The stamp set's an old one, but this is basically the new in colour designer series paper. Okay, you've then got the in colour ribbons, these little bows, which I hadn't realised were like felt. And I passed on them originally, and now I might get them once I found out they were felty. I was like, actually, like those. And you can make, you know, hot glue them onto like hair clips and stuff. And you make cute little hair clips if you've got little girlies that you could give presents to, or even older girlies, quite frankly. You could hot glue them even onto the front of your shoes if you wanted. Okay. Whatever you like. But when I found out they were felty, I was like, change my mind now. I like felt. Okay. I'm kind of going to skip over. I feel this is a little bit American for the UK market. That's not to say that we don't appreciate our military here. But I don't know. And I don't have anybody in the military, so I don't worry about it. The Ribbon of Courage is going to be a really popular one. This was designed by Patty Bennett, $1 million sales achiever. And this was the one she designed when she hit $1 million and visited Stampin' Up. And it was in tribute to her mother, I think, who'd passed away from cancer not long before. So if you like to make cards for cancer charities, or if you've got somebody who's affected by cancer, and let's face it, who doesn't, perfect stamp set. I can imagine everybody's going to buy it. And it comes with dies. Even better. Okay. Some older ones, some more older ones. So this is kind of like your baby sweet. I'm not sure about it. Maybe because I haven't got any babies to worry about anymore. So once again, I love the display that they've done for it. They always have just gorgeous, gorgeous setups here. I love them with the macarons and the boxes. So this looks beautiful, but it's not on my list. Not on my list. Older ones. Little baby stamp set with a little teepee. There's quite a few businesses popping up with those little baby tents now. This is fun because these are tags. So it die cuts the front and the back. Okay, that I haven't seen before. I think that is really unique and fun. So this one folds sideways, these ones fold across the top there, so that then when you turn the tag over, you've basically got the bear's bum, or the lion's bum, or the elephant's bum. So kids are going to love it because it's got bums in it. Okay, my children are still at that age where anybody says the word bottom or bum or butt and they dissolve into hysterics. A bit like Minions, really, basically. So that's cute and that's original. I've not seen that before, so I like that. Still love the dinosaurs. I'm so glad they did. And then I love the fact that they've put dinosaurs in a pocket, because that's what little boys are like. They fill up their pockets with all the fun, cute things they've found. And inspired events, this is another new one. So christening, baptism, confirmation, things like that. And then you get into the Christmas section. Okay, I'm not going to spend ages on here. A lot of it is stamp sets that have carried over from last year's Christmas catalogue. Carly loves the animal tags too, yay. But I did want to point out these boxwood wreaths because I think they're really fun. They're perfect for Christmas. They're also perfect to put on that door, that at-home stamp set, where you could put it on the door as a little wreath. I imagine they fit on there. But then also, I think they did it with the dinosaurs, where they pulled a few out and straightened it out and then tucked it in the pocket. So anywhere where you're doing a floral card, bingo. Okay, so love those. The stitch shaped framelits, I still use those all the time. They're now in the main catalogue. They did tell us that they would be. So you can see those there. This ribbon's actually rather nice looking as well. So this is a new Christmas stamp set and new Christmas paper. But this is carryover. This is carryover. No, I lost the iPad. It died. So I'll have to wait and see your comments through this bit in a minute. Lots of this is carryover. For those of you who loved the punch, though, with the cookie cutters, you can still get that. And the holly and the sleighs. Like where they put the holly with the wood grain paper. Yummy. And the stockings, like those. And the bells and the stars. So I did quite well because quite a lot of the things I had chosen did carry over. So I was quite lucky. And the sweet home. And the leaves. And the basket. So the delightful daisy suite. Okay, this is going to be supremely popular. It already has been. It was available on pre-order. So you've got this gorgeous paper, and I've seen people just using the paper, and it seems to be making some beautiful cards just with the paper. You've got a coordinating punch to go with it. Some beautiful new, that sort of stitch ribbon again. Another lovely setup and display there. Really nice. Okay. Here we are. This shows you actually one of the new textured, these dynamic impressions ones. And this is the new wood one, which I can't actually wait to get. I think it looks lovely and I'm really looking forward to getting it. So again, you spritz it with water, then you emboss it. And then this one, they've sponged it and given it some colour to make it look more realistic wood-wise. But I'm really liking that wood plank, wood grain impression. We've had wood grain folders before, but with that dynamic texture, that's going to be lovely. Looking forward to that. So this one, this is in my top picks somewhere. I can't actually remember what all my top picks are now. And I've forgotten we were talking about them. This is in there. It could be the designer series paper, but to be honest, I love the whole blooming thing. Okay, I just love the colour combination they've chosen. From a colour perspective, this really appeals to me. Okay, the dies are also really nice because they coordinate with some of the stamp sets, but then they also are a few dies that don't coordinate, and then there's a couple of dies that actually just emboss. I don't know how well you can see it on this card here, and I assumed that they had just used, say, the leaf die but hadn't cut, they'd emboss with it, but apparently no, there are actually dies that just emboss. Okay, this was on my early order yesterday. The paper, the dies, the stamps. Can't wait. There will be a class with it. Okay, some older ones again. Another fab combination. Love that. These are super quick and easy cards with this stamp set. Not hard at all, but fun, bright, in your face combination. Great cards. Happy birthday. Fab teenager cards. The Dragonflies carried over. Blooms and Wishes is another popular carryover. High Tide and Beautiful You also carry over. Okay, we've got a little bit of a thing there where we had lots of sweets, lots of stamps that we'd already had before. The Colour Theory suite. Now this is going to be supremely popular. Absolutely. I've made cards with it before. I have a few cards to show at my launch party this evening. It covers you for so much. I think we talked about this the other day, but the sentiments you've got, all sorts of occasions, obviously snowflakes, so there you go, Christmas, winter, leaves for autumn, spring flowers, summer deck chairs, so all year round. And as you can see, fabby cards. You've got this gorgeous paper. It's 6x6, looks like paint chips. These glitter enamel dots are lovely. Also the memories and more. The ribbon is lovely and beautiful to tie. Just everything, and it's going to be really, really popular. So if you want this, I would actually recommend you get it sooner rather than later, because I've got a horrible feeling it's one of those things that's going to go onto back order fairly quickly. In fact, I'm not sure that the dies, something already isn't slightly. Okay, here's another one that they didn't really make a big deal out of. There is a video on the Stampin' Up YouTube channel about it, showing you more about it to explain it. But I actually really like it. And it's this Home Life bundle. Okay, and the dies you get a die that cuts the outside of the house, one that cuts the banner, one that cuts these little sort of plant pot elements. But then you get this die that actually cuts these flowers out. Okay, if you stamp them, and the idea is these all layer on top. Now the video explained how to do it, and I can't quite remember which order they did it in. I think they did the flowers first, then put the leaves over the top, then fill in all the little dots at the end. So 1, 2, 3, but it did say that they were labelled with a number. I did also notice for Colourful Season that actually those stamps are labelled with a number as well. To show you the order in which you should stamp them, especially if it's something that builds up like the flowers where you've got 2 or 3 layers. I mean, they've called it 2-step, but actually it's actually 3-step. But I think that's their term, is 2-step, but actually you've got more than 2 steps for this one. But you've got Home, you've got Congratulations again. I just like it. I do just like it. Okay. Again, some more stamp sets, but I love the fact that even though we've got older stamp sets, they're giving us new samples to use them with. So if you've got it and it's sat in your collection and it's looking a little bit sad and you're thinking, I haven't used that for a while, go through the catalogue and see what the new samples with it are, because there is a sample for every stamp set somewhere. Okay. All right, another colour combination. I think if you went through and just nicked all the colour combinations, you know, you're doing brilliantly. Some older ones again. Love those new ones that they did with that Garden in Bloom. This is at least the 3rd year round for Garden in Bloom. But again, new samples, new cards, and already it's kind of rejuvenated my love for a stamp set that was sat on the side, not doing very much. And already I'm kind of like, oh, I like that. Okay. Lovely inside and out. This kind of got buried. It's on pre-order. It's a really fun set of dies and stamps. I love the dies because they cut this shape with the word inside. But then what you can do is they coordinate with the matching or layering circles or hearts or ovals, so that then you can cut the board around the outside and get this. Or for this one, they've actually used the bit that was cut away inside. Okay, but then you've got stamps that match, various sentiment bits that match. These are fabulous. If nothing else, you could just trim the word out and just use the word. Okay, I think it's something like friend, lovely and hugs are the 3 words in the dies. Oh yeah, there's hugs. Look, they've just cut those out and stuck them into the gold stripy bag, which I love. Another one kind of got a bit buried, but fab. Wood texture suite. You'll have seen this a lot. You've seen me use wood words more than once, and I have more samples using it to come. Still in love with the wood grain paper. I have made my first crate. It is kind of dinky, but cute for little gifts, teachers' gifts, things like that. It's going to be sweet. I've yet to play around with it. I know I'm going to be able to make it taller. I'm going to be able to make it wider. So I can't wait to do all those things. It's going to be great fun. But we have chatted about it in other Facebook Lives. So this is another one that I can actually see being really popular. It hasn't been anywhere as yet. It wasn't given away at convention as far as I'm aware, unless anybody knows differently. It's just the 2 stamp sets, but I can see it being quite sort of fun. Quite like that. And then we get into the backgrounds. I'm loving the tree ring background. That's on my list. We've got several new backgrounds actually. The music sheet, the postscript and the marbled and the burlap are all new, plus the tree rings. And then if you do like colouring, okay, and I'll probably move quite quickly through here because you know I don't do colouring. If you do like colouring, there's a whole section just for colouring, okay. I do like the paper though, and I've seen some fab designs where you just use the paper without having to colour it in. So I can see me getting the paper. I actually rather like this stamp set as well. You've got a floral one, you've got a wood wash one, you've got some great font combinations. So I'm quite liking that. Then you've just got loads and loads of fun colouring in stamp sets. So of those. Now, I've seen this happen. There's a couple of videos out there that shows you. So as you slide the card up and down through, it makes the picture look like it's fluttering. It makes my eyes go a bit funny, personally. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Probably lots of people are going to love it. And it's a really unique and fabulous idea. So I love it for that reason. But you probably won't see me use it, I have to say. I'll probably rely on other people. But who knows? I can be convinced on everything, always. Always. I've seen a few people. Was this on pre-order? I'm not sure. I've seen a few people using this stamp set. It comes with some matching dies that does a sort of a wreathy thing and a bannery thing. Liking the fonts. This is another one hidden at the back that actually I really quite like. You just build up pictures, and like this little flower here, and you just build up elements. It's going to be fun, but kind of hidden. Okay. The new texture paste. There's a lovely how to use it here, that you can colour it and then you spread it through the new masks. Love it. That was on my first order yesterday morning. I have a technique class, a live class planned with it here in the UK, here in Rugby in July, where we'll be experimenting with it and some different techniques you can use with it. So watch out for that. Definitely going to see that on some of my cards coming up as soon as I've got it. Numbers and letters. More letters, more alphabets. Crafting Forever. What a fab stamp set. I love this new one. If you want to make cards to sell, you need to use this copyright Stampin' Up. If you're using Stampin' Up stamp sets, I should clarify, and selling the cards, you should use copyright Stampin' Up for the artwork, just somewhere on the back of your card or something like that, as part of their angel policy. Okay, but the rest of it's just fun. These are just like our paper snips. Yay! Right. And then you kind of get into all of this. You see, I really like that one. That's that colouring in paper back there. Okay, I like that little card. Don't forget there's little samples on here, and you could miss them really easily. So here's all our colours in a fun lineup like that, like the rainbow. Okay, showing where the in colours fit, because these are within here. So if you're thinking actually Berry Burst looks really similar to Rose Red, it shows you them together. Actually, they're not similar. Okay. So you're all pretty familiar with this, but we will just cover a few things. 12 by 12 cardstock is now, you used to get 2 sheets of each colour as a pack. The pack now is 24 sheets, and you get 8 each of 3 colours. So they've chosen 3 colours. My understanding is they're colours that will coordinate with with the suites that they've chosen, the designer series papers. So the colours you're most likely going to want to coordinate with those. So for Regals, you get Cherry, Garden Green and Night of Navy. With the in colours, you still get 4 sheets of each of the 5 colours. They haven't changed that. So you get Crumb Cake, Espresso and Slate in the neutrals. In the brights, you get Bermuda, Daffodil and Real Red. And in the subtles, you get Blushing Bride, Pear Pizzazz and Soft Sky. Now, I would have preferred that to be Pool Party, personally. But Soft Sky is in a couple of the suites, so that's why they've chosen that colour. I really like this idea. This makes using 12 by 12 more reasonable in my kits and in my physical classes. When I could only get 2 sheets of it, to do that in a class setting was just ridiculous, because then I'd have 18 other sheets of card that were no good to me. This, I actually really like this change. It's not going to be for everybody, and I can see some people being upset that they can't get their hands on a particular colour. But I don't mind it. I'm happy with it. And I see my actually using more 12 by 12 card now than I did previously. Then we get into all the patterns. One of the designer series papers, so patterned paper, that's what I was trying to get at. One of my printables and pinnables that I will have for you is I've actually gone through, and where it tells you these, I've put them into like a graphic format, and you'll be able to pin the graphic along with the paper or print it out and have it as a really cool reminder as what colours are in each card, in each paper pack. Okay, so here's all the paper packs. Obviously we've seen them all in the suites, but here they are listed. This is where you would find them. You can also pick up cardstock packs that highlight certain colours from the designer series paper for you to buy as a pack. So if you know that you want card to match a certain designer series paper, there's a card pack to go with it. So that's where you'd find that. Then you've got your specialist papers down here, that foiled craft, the black and white. Memories and More is the new memory keeping range that Stampin' Up have brought out. As you may have seen, they ended their collaboration with Project Life, Becky Higgins' Project Life, and this is their own range that they've brought out as a replacement, I suppose. They've called it Memories and More. You can use it similarly to Project Life in a pocket scrapbooking kind of way, but you can also use it for cards as well. Some of the cards are really brilliantly sized for cards. You've still got your albums, excuse me, and your pockets and what have you. And then these are the 4 collections that are currently available. So you've got Perfect Days, and this is my top pick for this because it's kind of neutral and will cover you for all the bases. And I like the colour combination that they've used as well. But here's another good general one as well, Petal Garden. Then you've got one that's kind of babies and things like that. And then you've got a Colour Theory one, which matched the Colour Theory suite. Next up, we've got our paper basics, and there's a few newbies in here that you might have missed. We've got Very Vanilla now in 12 by 12. That's a new addition in here. We also have it in the A4 thick cardstock, so I'm really looking forward to getting that. New in here is glossy white cardstock. We actually used to have this years ago and it went away and it's come back. It always reminds me of photo printing paper. It's for certain techniques. I never really used it, so I should be interested to see what other techniques people do with it, to see what I need to be doing with it. I think that covers it for there. You can now get the very vanilla note cards and envelopes. They were being given away with that Eastern Palace bundle through May, so you may have some already. New striped treat bags, like those look beautiful. I actually like what they've done with the washi tape. So instead of having them to match certain sweets, we've basically just got colour collections. And so you're covered for most of the colours. You've got pinks, you've got yellow and greens, you've got blues, you've got neutrals. And I actually really like that. Into the embellishments, and there are loads of new embellishments this time out. So we're going to be kept busy on this page. So we already discussed the new library clips and the paper clips, and the corrugated elements that all tied in with various different new sweets. We've also got wooden elements in hearts and stars, and in nature, little flowers and leaves, liking those. You'll have seen the Eastern Palace stickers. They were available during May. The Naturally Eclectic, these have actually got card overlays. So they're kind of printed acetate cards that you can overlay over your projects. Those new glitter dots there. We've still got rhinestones and pearls. They've just reformulated a little bit. I think they've taken out those strips that you had along the edge by the looks of it and just given you single ones. We'd spotted those mini little gift bows. They're actually dinky, 3.2 centimetres. That's about 1.5 inches, not even that, 1.25 inches maybe. So they're not very big. They're kind of cute. Faceted gems. I don't have any of these. I've heard that like these can sometimes be, and even your enamel dots. Just watch that you bring the glue dot up when you bring that up. Don't leave it behind on the sheet. So just make sure you get right underneath to get the glue dot as well. You'll have seen me use the tassels when we did Eastern Palace, and we talked about the little boxwood wreaths as well. But there's also these honeycomb embellishments. These were part of that vintagey birthday sweets. We've got some new sequin assortments. I'm quite liking the look of this iridescent one there. It's got fun colour combination. We've got glitter acrylic shapes. I haven't seen these in the flesh, so I'll be interested to see what they look like. Those are the old in colours, the ones we've carried across. And then obviously those little felt bows that we talked about on the way past. Loads of new ribbons as well, and we could be here some time, but ginghams, double stitched, ombre, classic weave, satin stitch. We've had that in the past. They've changed the sequin trim. The sequins are smaller. This stitched edge ribbon looks really nice. The firmly woven is beautiful and soft. We've got shimmer, we've got sheer, we've got the mini chevron. We've got solid baker's twine, just the ordinary size. They've gotten rid of the thick baker's twine, but in some new colours, and curry and pool are definitely on my wish list. Baker's twine in some new colours as well. We've just kept black and olive from previously. Crinkle seam binding. We used to have seam binding years ago, and it's really tieable and really fun, and you can sort of ruffle it up and all sorts. Metallic edge ribbon, striped grass, loads. Oh, and that copper trim up there. Pretty much all new there. Okay, I'm going to stand up and see if any of you are actually still there listening to me. Even my phone's got a low battery now as well. Baz has obviously been chatting away. I'll have to answer your comments later because obviously I haven't been able to see them. So for me, the big take home with this was obviously that embossing stuff. So I've ordered all of those, and you can watch out for those coming soon. And then adhesives, and again, 2 new ones to spot on here. Those adhesive sheets, if you have any fine dies, you need those in your life immediately. Okay, and then the other one is these new mini dimensionals. So still the hexagon shape, but smaller. Okay, loving them, loving those. Okay, but I also really like this sheet that they've given us with suggested use. So the different types of adhesive, and then the types of things you would use to stick it with. So cardstock or embellishments or ribbon. That's really handy, little chart just there. Tools, not much new in the tools, but we've still got the gift bag punch board and the envelope punch board, which I'm really pleased about because I use them loads. Oh, I've missed a page. And then the punches. There's a couple of new punches in here, and I even missed some. We discussed the daisy punch. We've got a couple of new border punches, although one of them I think is slightly delayed at the moment. The Adidas sheets. Yeah, we did have them a while back. I'm not sure how long ago it was, but yes, we did have them a little while back. I actually completely missed the new Starburst. Passed me by, didn't even notice it. But I like it. The tab punch we discussed and the label punch, but we've also got a new 2 1/4 inch circle. That's new. Then we've got some of the builder punches and their carryover. So then in the big shot, obviously we've got lots of new things because we've got lots of dies that coordinate with stamp sets. Okay, so lots to see here. Quite several new embossing folders. And obviously those dynamic folders, we've carried over the cable knit and the hexagons, but added the leaves, the wood planks, and this ruffled one. And I haven't seen that, and I'll be intrigued to see what that looks like. And then, yes, you've got all your thinlits. So you've got your 3D ones. There's only 4 of those this time round. And then in general, these will coordinate with stamp sets that we've seen in the catalogue, so I won't labour over them. But you have got odd ones where the happy birthday is kind of standalone a little bit, although it is part of a suite. Okay, so you can find all of those in there. You've got your detailed dies. Those are the ones that they recommend you use the precision base plate for, because they're that little bit more intricate to help you get the bits and bobs out. Okay, then you've got your stamping accessories. Nothing new in there. Okay, and then you've got the other things. So you've got information about if you would like to become a demonstrator. Starburst is delayed as well, is it? Oh, okay. Information if you're interested in becoming a demonstrator. I'm totally losing the camera on the phone as well now. Information about if you'd like to have a party. And then you've got your host sets. Now these can only be earned if you have an order big enough to qualify for Stampin' rewards, which is £150 or more. And then you can use some of those rewards to cash in for some of these. These are some of the best host sets I have ever seen. Okay. Baz has pointed out, yes, the empty stamp cases, they're missed from the catalogue. I'm not quite sure what happened. They left them out by mistake. You can still buy them. So that's the clear cases, like the CD, DVD type cases, but also the thick ones and the half size, I think. You can still get them even though they're not in here. Okay, loving the host sets this time out. So the other information is during June, if your order is at the £300 mark, not only do you still get your stamping rewards, but you get an additional £30 in stamping rewards. So if your order was £300, you'd actually get £66 worth of rewards, which is huge amounts of stuff, of new stuff. £300 is quite a lot of money even for one person to spend, although some people do. Some people save up their orders and just order once or twice a year and then put in a big order. I know I have a lady who does that. But if that's not achievable for you, then consider having a party, or consider and get together with some crafty friends and order together and then share those benefits. Okay, so there we are. And of course we have the Ronald McDonald House. You've got all your indexes there, which are great for reference. I love those. You've got your Ronald McDonald House charity stamp set here. It coordinates with the Everyday Jar thinlits, and then you've got new things to pop inside your jar. And again, another really popular stamp set. Carly says she wants everything in the new catalogue. Right, I'm going to spin you round again so that we can have one last chat because the battery on the camera, on the phone, sorry, is nearly flat. So, let's, oh, very low. Let's see if we can twiddle you, move you back a bit. There we go. Right then, so I hope you've enjoyed my little catalogue tour. So my printables, pinnables, savables, whatever you want to do with them. I'm really low. Up you come. Will be in my newsletter today or on my blog tomorrow if you don't currently sign up to my newsletter, which you totally should. Okay. And it will show you all the things that I highlight as being my top picks from the new catalogue and my favourites. If you want to order for the month and your order is less than £150, please use the reward code. You'll find it on my blog, or if you're on YouTube watching this in some sort of playback, excuse me, it's written further down the description, so you can check it out there. I reward all my customers with Facebook group, cards, gifts, thank yous, all of that jazz. So if you'd like to place an order and you're in the UK, I would be delighted to help you out with that. If you have any questions, just get in touch. Just drop me an email, a Facebook message, just ping something across to me. I'm always happy to answer your questions. If you have any questions about the new Sent With Love craft kits, I'd love to hear them. Watch for more information with those next week once I've got all the supplies for those. I'm probably going to do a little bit of a video showing you what you'd get in your kit, and I'll have more details of the class that you'll get with it as well. So check back for more information on that this week. But I am still taking bookings for the kit. You can do that via my blog. You just fill in like a form with your name and address. You do have to live in the UK for the kit. If you're outside the UK, then I'm really sorry that I can't send you the kit. Even to send it to Europe, European countries, is going to make the postage just too expensive, and I don't want to be ripping you off with postage basically. And if you live anywhere else, I'm just not allowed to sell across your border. So but if you wanted those products to use with, you will be able to purchase the online class. That'll be a separate entity, and I can sell that to wherever you live, so don't worry about that. And then I can always put you in touch with a demonstrator in your country if you need any supplies in order to create it. So there we go. Thank you very much for stopping in with me today. I'm going to wind it up because it's 11:15. Where's the morning gone? We can spend so much time on this. Jen says, see you tonight. Yes, see you tonight. So if you're coming to my launch party this evening, I will see you then with cake and pins. Yay! A couple of makes and takes, and then all my retired stuff. Loads of retired stuff. Okay. I will be back with blogging still every day. I have a new design team that I've become a member of, that I was invited to. My first blog post is meant to be on Sunday, so watch out for that. I've still no idea what it's going to be and when I'm going to have time to make it, but we'll worry about that later. Don't worry. It's time. So I need to get this phone on charge. So enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your week or your weekend. If you're coming tonight, I'll see you tonight. Otherwise, I'll see you back here on the Facebook page next week. Bye.